Peace to the gods and goddesses of the planet Kai. Peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation. We back. It feels good to be back. We ain't been able to go live on here, y'all. We've been on the website. Feel good to be back. Got the Mac out. We finna talk about the Kendrick Johnson story. All right, I love y'all. As y'all know, if y'all been following, I've been busy spreading the message through the music. Also being on the road and things of that nature. You feel me? So we back. I just want y'all to know we locked in heavy this month on the website. I'm letting y'all know, but we only doing twice a week. Website all month. Why? Because that gives me time to still go live on Instagram and still go live on YouTube and still push the message through the music, because that's a big part of what we're doing right now. We grabbing a lot of the youth like that too. A lot of these Blue Crystal babies. So just so y'all can know moving forward. Alright? If y'all missed the Cosmic Family Reunion down here in Atlanta, we just came out of that. So if you think about it, it's early March. We just did the Cosmic Family Reunion. So we've been dealing with all that, family. I love y'all deeply, but majority of the gods and goddesses that is on the website, y'all follow us. Y'all follow me across social media anyway, so y'all know what's going on. Welcome to class. Go on Twitter, let them know we live. Go on TikTok, let them know we live. Go in the forum on the website, let them know we live. Screen record, tag us a little bit in Instagram, let them know we live. All right, but we got major downloads coming. Trust me, y'all. Like, as far as just sitting here talking, teaching, lecturing, this is my essence. Making music and pushing the message through the music, that's a part of my essence too. But like sitting right here and doing this is like my favorite part of spreading the message, when I'm able to sit right here and just give this message from the soul. So I just want to say that's my disclaimer before we even roll into the university, man. I love y'all deeply. Y'all know the government trying to take my life and with fake cases and send people to attack my family, threaten my family. I had an incident while we was on the road where a truck driver tried to run us off the road. Like, it's been crazy, but you know, a lot of people don't know that because I'm just working through it all. But yeah, it's a lot going on, man. You know, the energy rising, the Kundalini energy is just rising and rising. A lot of plasma energy coming through the planet. Man, I'm trying to stay away from the people who steady taking shots, and it's just a lot going on. So I'm just staying focused. I want everybody in the university to know that I appreciate y'all deeply. All right, we in the middle of a spiritual war. So while we in the middle of a spiritual war, keep your third eye open. Let him who has eyes see clearly. Thank you. You feel me? All right, so we normally open up with the singing bowl. We're not going to do the singing bowl because I still got a bunch of things in my car that I got to unwrap. And I just got a new singing bowl too. So y'all, I'm going to introduce it to y'all. All right, but we finna play our meditation music to call in the channel and our Orishas. I have lectures coming up on the website about the Orishas. I'm going to start introducing you all to the Yoruba tribe and where a lot of this stuff come from, a lot of the spirituality come from. You know, things of that nature. So y'all just sit tight, man. Let me get us. We talk about Kendrick Johnson tonight, so. All right, family, welcome to class. Welcome to class. All right. All right. So, before we roll into anything, it's imperative that we set the right energy, y'all. You're gonna roll up, roll up. If you don't smoke, be cool. It's all good. Anywhere you go, you will get the download. Get yourselves comfortable. All right. Okay. So let's light this first. Seal it with the candle. Ashe. Welcome to class. Welcome to the University of Cosmic Intelligence. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Welcome in. I see y'all filing in the back of class. We had 200 live viewers for this night class in climate, because I see y'all in here. All right, so listen. As you already know, we normally play the singing bowl on this portion to set the vibratory frequency. We're not going to play the singing bowl. However, we're going to go right to channeling in the energy of all our ancestors, all that ancestor energy. So we have a lot of ancestors. You have 9 different series of DEA. This is why, if you didn't watch the lecture I gave on DEA, deoxyetheric acid, go watch it. A very powerful, important lecture in this university. This is the university for ascended masters, for rising ascended masters, spiritual assassins. You all are some of the planet's most finest spiritual assassins, rising ascended masters. Because of your dark matter energy levels, you are connected to the cosmos. So we are all connected to the cosmos, but you are connected to the cosmos you are more of cosmic royalty. This is why your genetics, you are able to interpret certain things differently and feel certain things differently than others. It's easier for you to what they call awaken. But when you're awakening, you're not really waking up. You're just remembering. So it's imperative that while we're in this state of remembering these cosmic connections in our ancestral lineage, that we tap into that. So when we sit here playing this music, we back. Somebody called my phone. All right. So we back though. All right. So like I was saying before somebody called the phone, We have a cosmic connection to our ancestors. We have a cosmic connection to the planet and every single thing around us. So, therefore, when we are walking in this physical realm, somebody had called my phone, y'all good, come on back in. Somebody just called the phone and made it pause. But when we are walking in this physical avatar like we walking, all right, it's imperative that we remember our cosmic connection, and that's in our DEA. This is why I gave the lesson on DEA, deoxyetheric acid. It's imperative that you understand that each one of these series, remember, you as a 9 ether being, we have what? A triple helix. All right, and we have 9 series, but each helix is a cells, and they are filled with millions and trillions and trillions and trillions of genetic coding or star codes that was left behind from your ancestors. Because you have physical ancestors, you have spiritual ancestors, you have extraterrestrial ancestors, which would be your, then you have cosmic forces. All right, then you have you have beings that go way back. Like, okay, so when you start talking about the Orishas, and then you have the Oyo Empire, which is where the Orishas come from, and the Oyo Empire as is a plane that is an interdimensional plane. All right, so it sits in between different dimensions. All right, but that's another lecture. Okay, but it gets real deep. So I'm saying all that to say, this is why I like to play this song, because of the certain instruments that's being used. It allows you to channel. You channeling. So what's channeling? Channeling means you're literally dialing up the energy. So you're dialing up the energy when you're channeling. That's why when I sit here a lot, you don't really see me with a book or notes, because I'm channeling. I'm tapping into my DEA. I'm tapping into my genetics, and all of those memories that are laid thawed, mine have de-thawed, I have unthawed. So with a lot of my genetics unthawed, it allows me to tap into this information. But this is why I tell you to go within, because all of this information is within. So the more you go within, the more you unlock your genetics. The more you unlock your genetics, the more you remember. Okay? So it starts with that. All right, y'all with me? Okay. So 6 minutes. Now the mudra we're using, we're talking about the Kendrick Johnson story tonight. All right. So I want to use this story just to further back up everything else I teach about in this university. So this story will be one small example of the organ trafficking and the organ harvesting, and the way that the elite, the government, the oppressors handle things. Okay, for you to just really see, because I still think we should put some eyes on it, because a lot of people there, it went over their head. It went completely over. So before we roll into that download, all right, we channeling all the energy of our ancestors. So the mudra that we're gonna use today, we're not gonna go spiritual. All right, we don't have to tap into the crown chakra. We don't want to tap into that mudra. We're doing solar plexus. All right, because we need that willpower. It's the willpower that we lack that stops us from overriding the system, from fighting back, all right, against these motherfucking elites, all right? And we already know who the number one enforcers are for the oppressors in their agenda. Your police officers, your CIA, your FBI. That's where they come in at. That's why I'm always like, fuck the police, because they are the enforcers of the agenda. So they are basically the domestic army for the oppressors who oppress us every day. All right, you got to understand the chain of command with it. So, solar plexus mudra, both thumbs tucking, fingers straight like that. Okay, solar plexus mudra. Also, I'm about to start African spirituality classes on the website. So I won't be teaching that class. I have a god and a goddess who are adepts, gurus that teaching about what they like to call quote unquote African spirituality or African magic, but that's all the same stuff I teach. It's just that in the university, I want to make courses strictly about that. I want y'all to go to the next level. So if I was able to find some individuals that are very, very in depth with it, like me, and they'll be teaching these courses. These courses will be available on the website, only through the website, private lessons only, because this information isn't for everybody. You have too many of the our younger people, the young blue crystal babies who are learning about magic, and they starting to use it to make people fall in love with them, to make people all type of stuff. You know, you got older goddesses finding, remembering about it, and they were using it for that. You got gods finding out about it. They trying to channel Ogun energy to go put people in car accidents. And that's not what it's for. It's for us to protect ourselves. All right? Obatala, one of the Orishas, which is, he's like a father of the Orishas in a way, but his energy, his spiritual energy does not represent this statue. This statue is just a physical image. This is not the spirit. It's just a physical image to give you some type of visual. Obatala is the spiritual energy. These Orishas, the spiritual energy, they are spiritual deities, just like you. This is just a body. This is not you. This is just to give you a visual, something to move around on this physical plane in. All right, you're on planet Kai. This planet consists of 9 realms, so that's 9 different dimensions, 9 different realms. Okay, then you have planes that sit in between these realms or in between these dimensions. These are interdimensional planes. This is what the Orishas originally were housed at. They come from the Oyo Empire, which is an interdimensional plane in between Atlantis and should have slipped my mind. Atlantis and Asgard. All right. I was going to say Agathar. Agathar is inside the core of the planet. That's what they like to call inner Earth. Agathar and Asgard are 2 different things. I think I'm going to do a complete lecture just on Asgard, all right? But between Asgard and between Atlantis sits a realm called the Oyo Empire. And that's that's home of the Orishas, okay? So, but we have many empires, and this is why you have to learn about the tribes and the physical tribes and this and that, this and that. This is where all that come in at, okay? So the mudra we'll be using today in class reflections. Shout out to everybody. I see we had 2,000 live viewers. Quick. Sheesh. Let's go. We in here, family. But we going this solar plexus. So you put your fingers together like that. One finger over the next. That's simple. Deep breath in. Through your nose. Hold 3 seconds. Let it exhale slowly. Let's go. Ashe. All right. So welcome to class. All right. So we talking about the Kendrick Johnson story now. Before we dive deep into it, it's imperative that we open this lecture up with the right spiritual energy. So first, let me start by saying peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Peace, meaning positive energy, always creates elevation. That's a fact. We in game, we in spiritual warfare. This is an ongoing process, so I don't even know why motherfuckers be out there like, hey God, when is it gonna be all the way over with? Man, we just getting started. You know what I'm saying? We just getting started. All right. Everything you see going on is so transparent, and for those who don't see it, it's not meant for them to see. They are not us. Okay. They look like us, but they smoothies. They not us. Okay. A lot of them trying to blend in. So, before we dive into this, I just want to send peace and the deepest of insight to all my elders. I want to start with the elders. I have nothing but genuine respect, love, admiration, affection for the elders. All right. So I'm sending that energy to all my elders. All right. Those who have embodied this physical presence before myself. I'm sending them with the deepest of insight to all my peers in the university, those in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, that's in the university, whether you just signing up today, yesterday, last month, this year, the year before that, the year before that. I just want to send that insight to you. I'm sending insight to the blue crystal babies, those 18 and under. Fuck the future, they are now. We are not to look down upon them because they are considered the youth. That is not how it works, because there's no such thing, if you want to be technical, there's no such thing as youth, middle class, or elders, if we're being technical. Why? Because age and time is not real. All right? When you get caught up in age, you completely lose respect for the essence of the soul that is animating these avatars. All right? You can't move like that. All right? So that's all I want to say. Whether you gay, straight, rich, poor, white, black, you're welcome to this enlightenment. This is just science. I'm not holding this back from nobody, because all this science is about is how black people are gods, and why the black woman is God, or why the black man is God, why the Latino man is God, why the Latino woman is a god, is why she God. That's all I'm teaching about. And I'm teaching about the true connection of our planet to these animals and to everything around us. All right. And it is because we are these supreme beings who descended from the 19th galaxy, aka Sirius X Xylanthia, all right, the creators of the cosmos, that we have inspired. We have extraterrestrial beings who are very, very, very envious and jealous of us because they are being led astray, and they have decided to war with most of these fallen gods who disguise themselves as fallen angels or reptilians, or whatever they want to call themselves. All right? But we are in the middle of a cosmic war, and it's going on all around the planet. They rolling out all type of news feeds to try to throw people off from the fact of what's taking place. These reptilians been here. This is something that's been going on. This isn't anything that is new. Now, you might think it's new because the last 2 years on social media, the word reptilian is starting to become more trendy. Pleiadian, more trendy. All right? But we have evidence to the existence of these extraterrestrials, like these reptilians, all right? We just didn't know the way that the reptilians move, all right? A lot of us didn't remember the way they move, who they are, how they are, all right? Why they need blood, why they drink blood, the kidnappings, the sex trafficking, the organ harvesting. This is a major thing that's been going on the whole time, and motherfuckers didn't even know. But then you have stories like the Kendrick Johnson story that never made sense to the public. You have other stories Like the Kanika Jenkins story. It's just the same as the Kendrick Johnson story. And it's a trillion more stories like that if you get to looking, where it was innocent black babies who went missing or end up dead mysteriously. You get what I'm saying? 1 second, Cosmic Family. All right, so you have story after story after story where there were gods and goddesses, high schools, teenagers, innocent children, innocent teenagers that go missing. And then they death be mysterious. So let's talk about Kendrick Johnson. So let's start with Kendrick Johnson. I'm going to read it verbatim from what they said happened, and then we're going to look at it. I'm going to give you the divine insight. Okay, so they say on January 11th, 2013. So the year is what year? 2013. Now, on average, how many people start finding out about reptilians? What year was that? Just now. Some may go find out to next year, to 3 years from now. Others last year. Mostly the last 2 years. All right? But this is the story that took place 2013. This shit been going on. And we can go to stories deeper than that. But let's just start with his. On January 11th, 2013, the body of Kendrick Johnson, born October 10, 1995 through January 10, 2013, was discovered inside a vertical rolled up mat in the gymnasium of Ladowns, or how you say it, Lowe's High School in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm going to call it Lowe's, all right? Don't quote me on that. Lowe's High School in Valdosta, Georgia, United States, where he was a student. After a preliminary investigation and autopsy concluded that Johnson's death was accidental. His family had a private pathologist conduct a second autopsy, which concluded that he died from blunt force trauma. On October 31st, 2013, look at these dates now, blood sacrifice written all over it. October 31st, 2013, 31st, and then 13 in reverse. Okay, cool. The U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Georgia announced that his office would open a formal review into Johnson's death. All right. So, on June 20th, 2016, 3 years later, after Kendrick Johnson was found rolled up in a mat vertically. So, what is vertical? I mean, he was like this. The mat was standing up and he was inside it like this, vertically. 3 years after that, the Department of Justice announced that it would not be filing any criminal charges related to Johnson's death. The Department of Justice decided that. Now, who runs the Department of Justice? Okay? The United States Department of Justice confirmed this. All right? The executives, Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco. Listen. Look into these names. I want y'all, when y'all get a chance, go look up Department of Justice on Wikipedia and look at who the agency executives are. All of them are part of the original 13 families. These are the motherfuckers running the Department of Justice. This is the same department that, if you want to know who's responsible for every time a black person and a Latino person get killed in the streets and they don't know what happens to the police, the Department of Justice. And when you wondering why the judges and the lawyers and the prosecutors are able to handle people the way they want to handle them, the Department of Justice. This is why officers don't care about killing you, running in your house, shooting you up, because they know they're going to get off. Why? Because they, at the end of the day, all complaints are going to end up at the Department of Justice. All civil complaints regarding the judicial system will end up at the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice is ran by Merrick Garland, 13 families. Lisa Monaco, part of the 13 families. Vanita Gupta, part of the 13 families. Elizabeth Prelog, the 13 families. On and on and on and on and on. These are the individuals who decided that this young god Kendrick Johnson, who was found rolled up inside a gym mat vertically. The death was a suicide. Now, they say they have footage of Johnson entering this gym moments before he died from the high school. This happened in a high school in Georgia. And look where it happened at, y'all. Home of the cabal, home of the deep state, home of the motherfucking reptilians, right? Because most of their energy, that's what people don't understand. They are channeling all their energy from Georgia. The KKK was founded where? In Georgia. The deep state resides where? In Georgia. Most of the leaders of the cabal are in Georgia. They have so many underground cities and concentration camps in Georgia because a lot of energy is in Georgia. And if you've been in the university, you should know why. Georgia. What was the capital of the whole realm? Atlantis. And where was Atlantis located at? In modern day Georgia. Or better yet, to be specific, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay? You got to understand that this is an energy thing. Kendrick Johnson was done just like Emmett Till. I want y'all, that's the homework. On y'all own, go look it up. Kendrick Johnson. It ain't that much they tell you about him on Wikipedia, because it ain't that much to know. He was a high school student that was found stuffed inside of a mattress January 11, 2013 in Valdosta, Georgia. And they ruled his death a suicide. The first thing a motherfucker should think, how can a motherfucker roll theyself? So you telling me he did this? He opened the carpet up, went inside of it, closed it, and then rolled himself up. It kept rolling until eventually he couldn't breathe no more. Do that make sense to you? Because it don't make sense to me. I know goddamn well nobody's capable of doing that. If he do go in that motherfucking mat, he can't roll himself to death. He probably can go up in that motherfucker, get hot. Nigga get hot. All right, it's a little hot in here. But you gotta ask yourself, what does a high school student look like in the middle of high school? In the middle of high school, right? I'm just gonna go in here and hide in the mat, hide in a rug, hide in the rug. Nobody's doing that. So what really happened? And then especially once he get found, they say it was suicide. Nobody does that. And then the U.S. Department of Justice didn't even want to look into it any further. Why? So what really took place? All right, now it gets deeper. Upon autopsy, okay? Upon autopsy, the independent autopsy found that sometime after Johnson's body was recovered from the mat, that Johnson's internal organs were said to have been destroyed and discarded by the prosecutor before the body was sent back to Valdosta. Okay? So basically, when they found him, he ain't had no fucking organs in his body. And when they was trying to figure out, okay, why he ain't got no organs in his body, they covered it up and basically said, well, he didn't have no organs in his body because the funeral home had already discarded the organs before he got back. What? Right? I sound crazy right there. No. They find you in the mat, look at your body, ain't no organs in there. Then they send him to the funeral home. Funeral home try to cover up and say, well, no, we took the organs out. Wasn't no organs in there when they found him initially. So not only was he killed and put inside the mat, but he was found with no organs and he was stuffed with newspaper. Now go look at how they do dead bodies. They don't stuff dead bodies with newspaper. That ain't what they do. So what happened? If they don't stuff dead bodies with newspapers, what happened? Newspapers, then what happened? They killed him and took his organs out of his body. He was literally killed just for his organs. That's what I'm trying to say. He was assassinated simply for his organs. Now you got to ask yourself, why did they just take his organs? Because you have an extraterrestrial group of advanced extraterrestrials called the Draconian Reptilians, and they eat the organs of us. They feed off intelligent life. So we are the intelligent life that they feed off of. And they are not from this planet. They descend down. They come out of deep space. from the Draco star system, and they come to our planet. Now, this took place in 2013. So when we telling you these reptilians been running the planet for forever, it's hard to believe, but there's so many stories you can look into of people being found with their organs completely missing already. All right? And then it will make sense to why they were so quick to sweep it off as a suicide. So when he got to the funeral home, he was already stuffed with newspaper. So that means they killed him in the gym, cut him open, took all his organs out, sewed him back up there, and rolled him in the mat at the gym. You don't hear me. Kendrick Johnson was done so wrong. That means they killed him in the gym, cut him open, took all his organs out, stitched them back up, and rolled them into the mat. Well, stuffed them with newspaper, then rolled them inside the mat. This is why when they found the body of Kendrick Johnson, he was rolled up inside the mat and already stuffed with newspaper. And yet you still gonna say that's a suicide? You get what I'm saying? That's still a suicide? That don't pan out. That don't add up. You get what I'm saying? So what really happened? Like I say, organ harvesting is a real thing. Because we are cosmic forces, carbonated beings, neuromelanated beings, so-called Black and Latino people, we have advanced genetics. Our organs are advanced. Everything is considered so powerful that it is considered nutritious to the extraterrestrial race called the Alpha Draconians. So this is why the thirst for our blood has been in demand since they got here, or our organs. This is why they have blood banks. Nobody's ever gone missing, y'all. Niggas don't go missing. Here, I'm trying to get y'all to hear me. Y'all don't hear me out there. Hear me clear. Niggas don't go missing. We don't go missing. No, we don't. So anytime you heard of somebody going missing, somebody was kidnapped, that was them kidnapping us. Look into the statistics. Majority of your kidnappers were black women. Goddesses, or Latino women, goddesses, or Latino and black kids, young star seeds. They did the same thing to Kanika Jenkins in Chicago. Killed her in the hotel, stuffed her in the freezers, took her organs. Every time you walk in the hospital, they want to poke you, drain you of blood, get life force from you, get your genetic blueprint. Because they got your life force in it. And what you think that they drinking, that they eating it, it's not just adrenochrome. The blood is literally powering your blood. So the Kendrick Johnson story happened in 2013. This is 2013. And he ain't the only one. That one made news. They like to put certain shit in the news. He's not the only one. These bitches gotta go. This has been going on. I'm trying to get you to see that this has been going on. Although we just not all trying to realize it now, this has been going on. Imagine, say self, what if every single time, shout out to the universe, I see we got 3,000 live viewers too on the light class. What if every single time a motherfucker went missing, they never went missing, they was really kidnapped by these and took underground? Some people don't even end up like Kendrick Johnson. You got so many people that get kidnapped and took underground cities. They all over the country. They everywhere. A lot of these underground cities have been destroyed because the last 2 years, we are in the middle of a galactic war. The Kundalini is rising. But you know how many kids get kidnapped from hospitals? How many goddesses get kidnapped walking down the street? Guys, the whole nine. And the same motherfuckers that'll come stand on TV and say, hey, we need to stop the kidnapping. We need to stop the sex and the violence. These are the people that's doing it. This is why I say they're the enemy. This is why I say fuck the system. And the police be in on it too. What they be having vans, kidnapping kids, all type of shit, kidnapping women, people, and the police be on payroll. Oh, when you see this van go, don't pull it over. If you think, let me tell you something. If you think the drug dealer, which ain't got no political pull with these with the elites or the reptilians or the Pleiadians or the deep state, If they can put the police on their payroll, then what the fuck you think the people who created the system can do? Think about it. You got drug dealers, no connections or nothing. They put police on the payroll. They low-level thugs. Now imagine these high-level thugs. The ones setting the system in play. What you think they're capable of? All right? It's a dirty, dirty game in the dirty world we've been living in. Shit is real. And that's why I be like that. That's why my energy be like that. Even when you see the music I'm putting out, it's like, fuck the system. I say, and fuck the Pope, Queen Elizabeth, and every Rothschild. You see what I'm saying? In my jungle, fuck the Pope, Queen Elizabeth, and every Rothschild. I just named the motherfuckers that's running the whole goddamn planet. The people that set up the social engineering. Why you got Smoothies out there? I'm even making music videos. About what though? Smooth fat? Right, is you listen. In your favor to never have the nuts to say the shit I'm saying on the motherfucking song. Why am I mentioning the Rothschilds? Who are the Rothschilds? They are a part of the original 13 families that run the whole fucking world. They set up the whole system. They the whole reason why we at where we at right fucking now. These the bitches we are warring against. Pope 2. Who the Pope is? Who he check in with? Satan himself. Who is Queen Elizabeth? One of the head of the reptilians, and that bitch still ain't dead. Like I told you she wasn't. All they do is conscious transfer. She going body to body to body. This body get too old, she jump another body. This body get too old, she jump another body. This is a cosmic war, y'all. This is a galactic thing. This why these motherfuckers down here drinking our blood, eating our organs, kidnapping the kids. Blood sacrifices being required in entertainment because of this. The motherfuckers at the top of this satanic world are not fucking human at all. They not human and they not gods. They are draconian reptilians. I'm just putting some of the evidence on display because we're gonna start talking deeper about these extraterrestrial races this year. Y'all ready for it now? Last year was just priming y'all, we priming. This year we gotta get at these races and what going on their planet. You feel me? And who you are and how this all comes back to us being the supreme beings, the creators of all, nigga. They are from a planet. We created the planets. Remember who you are, man. You got solar flares pouring into the planet. You gotta remember who the fuck you is so you can pull on this energy. Move the whole fucking planet with my mind. You can move the whole planet with just your mind. You got all type of energy inside of you. You got 9 series, man. Trillions of cells on top of cells, man. Cells have life. Cells are life. They have mind, body, and soul, just like me and you. Just like me and you. This is a war on your genetics. This is a war for the cosmos that you are a part of. What side you on? You on Zeus side or you on our side? The Kendrick Johnson story, this is just a small example to let you know who the fuck the ops really is, the real oppressors, and how they hide shit, and how they put it right in your motherfucking face, and you ain't even know it. Oh, and so it's a group of race of aliens that be eating us. You don't want to believe it. But yet, the evidence is all around you, all type of stories, motherfuckers getting kidnapped, body parts missing, organs missing, babies getting kidnapped from the hospital, organ parts getting sold on the black market. You should just, okay, they getting sold, but who the fuck is buying them though? Fuck who's selling them, who buying these body parts off the black market? And why they want body parts, nigga? This is what it all come down to, man. Alright? This is what it all come down to. And then you got Kendrick Johnson family ain't getting no justice. And guess what? They cool with that though. You see what I'm saying? Y'all cool, y'all alright. Nah, we go to war behind that, nigga. You kill my brother, kill my son. Y'all stuff him in the mattress. Y'all try to play with the family like y'all know what's going on, nigga. It's war with that. Somebody gonna have to answer for that. Somebody gotta see something. It's nothing to lose. So what if I come slide? We go slide on y'all and go to war with y'all. What you gonna do? Try to come kill us? Well, you already killing us every day. So at some point, we gotta get some nuts here. At some point in the motherfucking process, we're going to have to get what they call some nuts here. All right? We're going to have to at some motherfucking part in the goddamn, you hear me? We're going to have to get some nuts here. You feel me? Because that tribal energy should already be on you to why we got to move like that. You got to look at me crazy. He crazy. He was on police cars about fuck the Rothschilds and the powers that be. Do he know who he talking about? Get your soft ass out of here, nigga. House Negro. That's exactly what you are. Nigga, you should be right behind me like, hell yeah, young God, turn up shit. They need to hear this shit. They need to know how the fuck we feel and what energy we on. We the last generation. So we don't give a fuck about what y'all was doing then. We talk about right now and how the shift we're in the middle of the shift. Energies is shifting, nigga. The tides changing of the guard is coming back to the black people. This our motherfucking planet. So at some point you gotta harness that energy, nigga. How you gonna have that energy? You scared to say certain shit, nigga. This our shit. 9 ether bins. Look what they've been doing to us. Like I say, Kendrick Johnson, Kanika Jenkins, same shit. But I'll see y'all Thursday, man. Peace to the guys and guys of Planet Cloud. Now we rise. 1.